Alrighty, scholars, welcome back to Mr. Brandon's writing lesson. So excited to see everybody on here today. So hopefully everybody had a great 3-day weekend. I know I did. So guys, we have a very important announcement to make to start off our lesson today. We are going to announce our Scholar of the Week for kindergarten. So our Scholar of the Week is whomever had the most minutes on Lexia, Zern. I'm sorry, just on Lexia and Zern. So let's find out who it's going to be. Alrighty. So, our Scholar of the Week for kindergarten this week is Clay. Yeah, awesome job, Clay. So, Clay had the most minutes on Lexia and Zern, so I'm very proud of Clay, doing a lot of good hard work. So, keep it up, Clay. And, guys, make sure that you're getting on Lexia and Zern every week. And you can win our Scholar of the Week next week and hear your name on YouTube. All right, so I'm looking forward to seeing who that's going to be. And guys, we are also going to announce tomorrow we're going to announce first grade Scholar of the Week. So we will see who first grade Scholar of the Week will be tomorrow. So guys, as always, let's start off by getting out our pencils and paper. And go ahead and press pause right now. Get out a piece of paper and a pencil. And we will meet back here and start our writing lesson. All right, guys, so now we have our tools and we are ready to get started with our writing lesson today. So, guys, this week we're going to go over what a character is, what setting is, and what events are. So, as always, in your writing, we're including characters, settings, and events. So, I'm going to go over what these mean. So, when I say I want you to include characters, I want you to include people that were in your story. So this could be your mom, your brother, your sister, yourself. I just want you to tell me who was in your story. And when I say setting, I want you to tell me where and when a story took place. So tell me where and when a story took place. And then lastly, when I say events, I want you to tell me what happened in your story. And you're going to tell me what happened in your story in first, next, and last order. So guys, we'll go over those specifically in the days to come this week, but I just wanted to give you a quick reminder of those three things. So we're going to be talking more about those this week. So guys, now let's take a look at one of our scholars' writing samples. This writing sample comes from Lexington, and Lexington wrote us an awesome story, so let's read it together and let's see how he did. But first, let's have a quick reminder of what a good writing response looks like. Let's have a quick reminder of what a good writing response will look like. So guys, pay attention and we will read Lexington's writing response here after I remind you what a good writing response looks like. So kindergarten, you're going to write a 4-sentence response about the prompt that I give you, and I want to know the characters in your story, who was there, I want to know the setting, where it took place, where and when it took place, and I want to know the events that took place in first, next, and last order. So as always, scholars, we're paying attention to punctuation, making sure that we use exclamation marks, periods, and question marks. We're paying attention to capitalization, making sure that the first letter in the first letter in the sentence is correctly capitalized, making sure that the word I is capitalized, and making sure that people's names are always capitalized. And then we are also making sure that we have spacing in between words, 1 finger of space in between words. And lastly, we're making sure that everything is spelled correctly. Now, first grade, you're going to be doing the same thing, but you're going to be writing a 5-sentence paragraph about the prompt that I give you. So you're going to be writing a 5-sentence paragraph about the prompt that I give you, given the same criteria. All right, so now that we are reminded what a good writing response will look like and what to expect from me when you're writing, let's take a look at Lexington's writing sample. Now, Lexington wrote about something pretty interesting, so let's see what he wrote about. And guys, as we're reading it, let's see if we can pick out what he did really well and what he could have been better on, okay? And Lexington, just so you know, we're not critiquing you, we're just learning from you, okay? So thank you so much for letting us read your writing sample. Alrighty, so Lexington, you wrote, I like to pretend to be Zed from Zombies 1 and 2. I like the singing and it looks like you wrote day sing but that's okay. So you just forgot the N in between the A and the C. So guys, as always, we make sure that we pay attention to all of our spelling so that we spelled everything correctly. So I like the singing and dancing in the movie. Guys, Lexington is telling us the characters in the story, which really there's only just one, just himself, right? But he's pretending to be Zed. Lexington goes on to say, Zed plays football. So that's an event that he does. Zed is a kind zombie. Zed becomes friends with humans and wolves. So thank you so much for that writing response, Lexington. So you did a really good job at writing 5 sentences. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences, which is above what kindergarten's required to do. Kindergarten's only required to do 4 sentences. But yeah, he wrote 5, so that was great. So first grade, you're going to be required to do 5 sentences. So make sure you're writing 5 sentences. And I didn't see any problems with Lexington's capitalization or punctuation. It looked like everything was perfect. So awesome job there, Lexington. But as always, guys, we want to make sure that we have a setting in our story and events in first, next, and last order. So these were just kind of a bunch of things that Zed likes to do, but we want to tell a story about a time that you pretended to be Zed. So for example, what did you do? So I pretended to be Zed one day. I played with my friends, we went to the park, and we pretended that Zed was friends with wolves and humans. So we could say something like that. So it's a story that shows us events that happened first, next, and last. And it also tells us where it took place. So for example, it takes place at the park. Guys, now it's your turn. So we just read about how Lexington imagined that he was a zombie named Zed. So can you guys think of a situation where you imagined something or pretended to be something that you aren't actually? For example, a zombie named Zed. So maybe you guys were a dog, maybe you guys were a Pokemon, whatever you want to be. Maybe you're a famous actor, whatever you want to imagine. Tell me about a time where you used your imagination. And as always, pay attention to spelling, capitalization, punctuation, and correct spacing. And guys, make sure that you're telling me the characters, the setting, and the events in first, next, and last order. And I look forward to reading your responses, guys. So write about a time where you used your imagination. All right, guys, that's the end of our lesson today. You guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure that you're getting on guided reading and continuing to do Lexia and Zern for our Scholar of the Week. And I will see you later. Bye, guys.